Hi guys. All right. Connected. I've been having internet issues. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so happy that we were able to finally connect. So this is going to be your readings for the week. So I'm going to go through the theme of the week, and then since it's Aries season, we'll be starting with you guys, and then we'll take it through the full zodiac and see what your week's going to be like. I'm just shuffling the cards for you here. All right, only this. Oops, lost one. All right. All right, our first card, the Two of Swords. So this is the theme of the week for everyone. With the Two of Swords here, God, it's like people, just like I was experiencing just now, I felt blocked out of the internet. I felt like I was stuck away from you guys, and like there was nothing I could do about it. I was trying everything. And this is kind of what the theme of this week is going to be. So you can see how she's kind of blocked off from things, and there's a lot going on behind the scenes. So it's like there's a lot that you can't see. There's a lot that you don't know that's going on behind the scenes, and you're kind of stuck on the outside, or rather stuck on the inside. It's like we're under lock and key. There's a lot of, I'm feeling stifled and kind of like there's so many things you know you need to do, but you don't know how to kind of move forward. How do you get out of this? How do you move past this and continue on with the things you know you need to do? The things that you should be doing, you kind of want to be more productive. You want to make a change. You don't want to get stuck. But the universe has different plans for us right now. There's a reason. There's a reason that we're feeling this way, that this is happening. And it's to show you something. So take note when this happens, or when you're feeling this way this week, because there's something behind it. There's more to it than meets the eye. It's not to make you frustrated. It's not to drive you crazy. It's to show you something that you wouldn't have seen had you not had this in the way. All right, that's for everyone. Okay, Aries. Let's see your card. Your card is Justice this week. So what I'm seeing for Justice for you, Aries, is you have some decisions to make, some very serious things to weigh out and to decide how you're going to move forward, what the consequences are going to be, whether you take one path or the other. You already have collected a lot of knowledge here. You kind of know all you need to know, and you're at the point of, do I want to do this? Do I want to move forward with what I know that I need to do? It's very difficult. I'm feeling that you're in a really difficult place. But all the pieces of the puzzle are there for you. It's just up to you how you want to proceed. And this is a major, I don't want to call it a decision, but a major player in your life. This is something that's important to you, something that is going to make a big difference in your life in some way, depending on where you go with it, what you decide to do. So the other people, I'm hearing like someone trying to state their case or make their case to you, and be like, oh yeah, but that's not what it looks like, blah, blah, blah. They're just kind of trying to sway you one way or the other, but you know better. Use your intellectual property, I'm hearing. So keep it up in your head rather than letting emotions or self-doubt or anything like that kind of get in the way, or someone else's words. Don't let people fool you. Don't let people sway you or manipulate you into second guessing yourself and what you know you need to do. That's for you, Aries. Good luck. Taurus. Taurus, your card is the Knight of Cups. Hope you could see that. I'm seeing you just kind of wanting to have like a little happy hour, chill with a glass of wine. Like, you're not looking for any drama. You're not looking for anything crazy to be happening. You're like, I just want to take this time to really take a second. Let me make myself a margarita, and then like I'll figure this shit out. And that's what you should be doing right now. Honestly, Taurus, like, don't take anything too seriously at this moment. Whatever news comes your way, sit down, relax. It's not going to be anything that crazy. It's not going to blow up. Like, your world's not going to end. You just need to look at it with a calm, relaxed perspective, take it in, and then figure it out. I'm hearing a lot of you just like figuring things out right now. That seems to be the theme, like moving forward, where to go from here. You've got it right, Taurus. You got it right. So I'm looking at you and you're looking really calm and chill, and that's exactly where you need to be. Like, whatever you're going to move forward with is going to happen when it happens. It's going to happen eventually. There's no reason to rush anything. There's no reason to dive in or jump into anything. You can just take it as it comes. Plan your course of action, maybe write out like your own little schedule or to-do lists, things like that. Take the time with it. Don't feel like you need to jump in, dive in right away. So that's for you, Taurus. It's a nice one. Gemini. Gemini, the Magician. All right, Gemini. So you have everything you need right now, okay? You are perfectly placed at this moment to make the best of anything that comes your way, to do whatever you want to do. So you have all your resources that are needed. Everything is laid out in front of you. You just have to pick it up and use it. You just have to put the ingredients together. That's all you have to do. And if you don't do it, then you're not making anything happen. I mean, you have that choice too. You have free will. But if you want to start making things happen, if you want to start making big moves, I'm saying like the Magician is a major. So this is no like small potatoes little thing. This is something that can lead to something a lot bigger. So if you have big goals, big dreams, whatever it may be, you want to start your own business, whatever you want to do, this is the time to do it. You have everything you need. You might think you need a lot more, but you don't. You have all the essentials. So just recognize what you have, take those and use it. Whether you got to get creative, because sometimes when you're limited, your creativity expands. That's what I find personally. And you can make great things happen. You can make things happen that are greater than your original thought, than your original vision, because your vision changes. It's forced to. So things can be a lot better than you even imagined. You just have to pick those resources up and use them, because you got them all. Gemini, you got it. You got it. Now work. Okay. Cancer. Queen of Cups. This is you, Cancer. I'm a Cancer, so I'm like, of course. Cups. The Queen of Cups. Nurture yourself. It's time to nurture yourself. All the things. Just seeing like all the things. Cancer right now is a very emotional time for you. And it's a lot of inner turmoil. It's a lot of things on the inside rather than things that are happening on the outside. So you need to make sure, okay, I was just hearing, it's just like what was happening to you. Lately, the past day and a half, I've been like freaking out. I have all this nervous tension, nervous excitement. And I'm like, and then everything started going wrong on the outside. And I realized like your energy, what you're putting out there is going to affect the things around you. So if you're freaking out and you're expecting bad things to happen, guess what's going to happen? Like you wake up, you're pissed off. That's when you stub your toe on the corner of your dresser. That's when you slip on like some water on the floor. That's when all this crap starts happening. Your internet goes out. Like that's when it starts happening, right? It just feels like a snowball effect. But it's really because you're putting this energy, this like static energy out, and it affects you. It affects your outside as well as your inside. So you just have to like bring it down. Woosah. It's gonna be fine. But you have to realize that you're the one. You can control your emotions. Don't let it overtake you. Whatever's going on. If you can bring yourself down, talk yourself down, don't plant seeds of self-doubt. Don't plant seeds of frustration. Like let it come to you if it comes to you. But put it into perspective. Realize that don't spend the rest of your day like that. Don't let that one moment control and dictate the rest of your day or your week. And you can definitely do that. Take a moment out, even if you feel like you don't have it, you have it, because it's going to make the rest of your day better. So take that moment out, even if you feel like you don't have that 5 minutes. Would you rather spend the next 24 hours like pulling your hair out, or would you rather take the 5 minutes out and then have everything flow nicely? I would think the latter. But that's for you Cancers out there. Just don't let your emotions get the best of you this week. Leo. The Six of Swords. Oh, Leo. You're going through a little bit of a tough time right now. And a lot of it is it kind of stems from matters of the heart and emotional things. Like those are the things on the outside of you that are giving you a difficulty, but the reality is the way that you're thinking about it and the thoughts that are overcoming you. So a lot of it, it's like you have all of these anxieties or fears or negative self-talk I'm hearing for some of you, things like that, or not feeling like you're good enough in some way. And you're trying to get past those specifically for an emotional reason. So whether that's like because you are having trouble in your relationship or a friendship or a family member, something like that, it seems very relationship-y in that way. So relationship doesn't have to be romantic. It can be platonic. It can be a coworker, anything like that. But it seems like you're having a hard time in that area. And I'm seeing him like looking back, and it's almost like either you're remembering someone from your past and thinking about that a lot, or you're looking at the way things used to be and kind of wishing for those times back. But the only way you're going to get past where you're at right now and into the other side to something better, into creating like a new reality for yourself in regards to relationships and in regards to matters of emotion and matters of the heart, is going to be the key is in your thinking and the way that you talk to yourself. That's huge. I'm seeing that blaring lights. The way that you're talking to yourself is not helping you. You're talking yourself down, or you're letting others things that you think are criticisms or took as criticisms or take as criticism affect you. those are not things that you need to be thinking about or taking you down. Take in the good, take in construction, like whatever is going to be constructive for you, but don't take those constructive criticisms as put downs. Take those things and use it to make yourself better. And if you don't think those things are warranted, throw them away, because you know yourself better than anyone on the outside does. You live with yourself. You're in your head. You're in your heart. If you think that someone's giving you observations that make you feel really uncomfortable, but somewhere deep down, you know that that's a real thing and that's why it makes you uncomfortable, take a second to ruminate with that and see where that stems from, because that could help you. Growth is good. It's always going to be tough. Growth and change and transformation is not easy, but it's, in the end, in the long run, it's really good for you, and that's what helps you evolve and grow. And we're all in that process all the time. We're all trying to evolve and grow. And if you're not, I mean, who wants to think about where you were 10 years ago? It's like, oh my God, if you didn't evolve and grow, imagine where you would be. Imagine who you would be. Is that the person that you would want to be? I mean, if yes, then okay, great. That's awesome. Good for you. But typically, as we age and mature, like, we want to keep maturing. We want to evolve. We want to always be reaching for something better, be a better person, be in a better station in life, whatever it is that you want to achieve, whatever your goals are. So a huge for you this week is definitely not being the person that brings yourself down, regardless of what's happening on the outside, regardless of what anyone says to you or how they make you feel. Yeah, it's a lot about how people make you feel. You are very similar to Cancer. Like, don't let those feelings overtake you. Try to dissect and understand them and break them down so you can see where they're coming from and how you can turn those into something positive for yourself. Leo, yes. Good luck, Leo. You got this. You're good. Virgo, 8 of Swords. Sorry, the light's a little dim for some reason, but I hope you could see it. 8 of Swords. Oh, you're feeling so restricted. Oh, I'm getting so many restrictions. I mean, of course. You're feeling so restricted. You're feeling stuck. I'm feeling that you just want to break out. You just want to get out. You're like, I feel like you're crawling out of your skin. Oh my God. But you have the things that you need. But those things are like very few and far in between. There's very few things that are making you happy right now that you have with you. You're like, okay, as long as I have my Netflix, I'm okay. As long as I have my like house party app, I'm okay. Like, at least I could connect with people. You have these few little things that you kind of are relying on to keep your sanity through all of this right now, where you're feeling very fenced in. What you need to do is kind of like, I'm seeing her trying to get up. I don't know if you could see that, but I'm kind of seeing her trying to get up. She's on her knees and she's trying to get up, like, without seeing. So it's like keeping your balance. And if anyone has ever tried to get up with their eyes closed for some reason, I don't even know what kind of situation that was where I'm trying to get up off the floor without seeing, but it's really hard. You lose your balance. You don't know where your center of gravity is because you're kind of like unsure of the world around you. So it's very difficult to navigate that and get your balance. So for you, Virgo, what I'm feeling is that you really need to find a good balance rather than clasping onto these few things that you think are going to be your sanity and your peace of mind through all of this. Try to expand out. Try picking up a new hobby, like look something up, Google, YouTube, whatever, like find some tutorials and like take up knitting or like plants, like make a little garden in your backyard or, just whatever, cooking, if you feel like, you know what, I've always wanted to cook, whatever it is, I'm saying just like hobbies, just anything. And it's going to make you feel expanded. It's not going to make you feel as locked in, because right now you're just grasp the things that you know. So if you expand yourself out in terms of your mind and the things that you don't already know, whether it's picking up a book like on a subject that you would love to learn more about, or anything, that's going to make you feel freer in terms of maybe you're not physically leaving a space and getting, walking around, going out, having fun, but you're expanding yourself in terms of your headspace. And that's going to help you immensely. That is my advice for you this week, Virgo. Pick something up. There's a million things to choose from. You do anything. You can literally do anything right now, whatever it is. Take class, take courses, tutorials. There's a ton of them out here. If you want to learn tarot, hit me up. I'll help you out. Libra, the Chariot. Oh, Libra, you just want to go, go, go. You're ready to take off. You want to hit the ground running. You're like, let's get this shit on the road. I'm ready. Let's get out there. And you're doing it. Actually, you find a way to do it this week. In fact, you are able to do it in more ways than one, which is awesome. And that's great. But make sure that you're keeping a sense of balance, which you are typically good at, Libra. You're the scales, so you like everything balanced, which is why it's important that you just don't go taking off in one direction out and forgetting everything else, because that's going to put you at, like, it's going to catch up with you and it's going to put you out of whack and send you for a loop, because that's not your nature. So yes, moving forward is great if that makes you feel good, and if that's something that you've been feeling held back and now you're kind of like an arrow, like you were pulled back slow, and then someone just let you go and now you have free range to do it. Awesome. But again, like, temper it a little bit. Try not to just go hard turn. You don't want to take a hard left and like forget everything, and then all of a sudden, like, that stuff you're going to realize you left behind. You're like, oh no, you're going to turn around and be like, it's going to be way over there. And then you're going to have to go all the way back and start from the beginning again. So just be aware of that. I mean, I don't see any disaster happening, but just be aware of that. And like, I know you're excited and you want to, take off in one direction, and that's great. The motivation, the inspiration, everything is there, and it's great. But just be mindful of that you're not leaving everything behind, that you're taking some of it with you. Okay. Libra. This is Scorpio. Scorpio, King of Wands. You're very aware of what you want to do right now. I almost said committed, but only part of you is. Only part of you is. You're committed, like, in terms of the passion you have for this, in terms of how it's inspiring, how it makes you feel, and it seems very creative, and it's like using all of the skills that you just have naturally and innately in you. So you're like, maybe you came up with an idea recently, or there's a person that you're interested in, but you can't get to right now. Whatever your situation is, it's something that you're like, I want this. I want to do this. I want to be with this person. I want to blah, but you can't commit to it for some reason. There's something holding you back in terms of the commitment, the full 100% commitment to this. So it could be distance. It could be, it's just very, it looks very touch and go. There's two opposing forces at work for you right now. So one is your want and your will and your way. And the other one is just what's happening and what's not really in your control. there will be an opening for this. So if it is truly what you desire and what you want and what you are going to do, what you're going to go for, as in you want it so bad that you're actually going to do it rather than just wanting it and not doing anything about it because you don't want it that bad, there's going to be an opening there. And that's when you'll know whether you walk through that door or you leave it closed. That is your answer right there to how bad you want it. And if you want it really bad and you don't walk through that door when you have the opportunity, that's the signal for those of you. This isn't for everyone, but for those of you who have that situation come up, it's a signal. It's a sign for you to start looking inside. Why don't you have the things that you want? Why aren't you living the life that you want to be living? Why aren't you reaching your goals? Now turn it, flip it around on you. It's a mirror. It becomes a mirror for you to show you, like, you need to work on something in yourself. You want all of these things so bad, but then we hand it to you and you push it away. You don't take it. You don't take the opportunities that are presented to you. Why? Are you scared? You're putting a glass ceiling over yourself. You're keeping yourself in the same place. Why? So that's a question that you should be asking yourself if that comes up this week, if that is your situation. Interesting, Scorpio. All right. Sagittarius. Page of Pentacles. Sagittarius, it's like you're missing all the things that you had. It's amazing how these are really coming out just like so perfectly in line with what's going on in the world right now. You're just missing, you're like, God, that's a lot. I'm seeing a lot of it is like loyalty as friendships and family and like people that are really meaningful in your life, like people that are stable and meaningful, loyal. These are staples in your life. So it doesn't just have to be people. It could be like places that you would go. Like if you were on, I know it's not football season, but if you had like a league that you played, with people every Monday or, things like that, just where like you went to happy hour every Friday with a certain group of friends, just those staples that you have in your life, certain people maybe you're not seeing now that you might have took for granted at some point. Those are the things you're thinking about right now. And again, this is put here, it's put in place for you. This is put in place for you to have those realizations, to find the meaning behind them, to take that and realize where you were taking people, places, or things for granted, where you can put more effort in the future when you have the opportunity, how not to squander your opportunities and how to take advantage of them and hold on to them. And for some of you to show those people, places, and things why they're important to you and how much they are important to you, because they might not know. And that's something you might realize now. So yeah, it's a time to figure those things out so that you can really make a mark on them and make sure that they are things that continue to stay in your life rather than something that you lose for something silly by not letting those people know how much they mean to you or things like that. You do it, Sag. You're going to feel harder than it actually is. It's not like, usually people know, but it's just nice to hear validations. All right, Capricorn, what do we got for you? Four of Swords, sleepy time, naps. You're trying to just take a break. You're like, I've been working hard. I am just, it's like you're numb to this at this point. You're just kind of like, whatever. I just want to veg out, chill, not think about anything, not do anything. That's what I'm using this time for, and that's where I'm at now. I mean, okay. Yeah, you can do that. For some of you, I'm hearing that would be a good thing, but just don't take it too far. Don't let yourself wear the same t-shirt 5 days in a row, get sauce stains from your pasta on it and be like, meh, like, and then keep wearing it. Like, don't let yourself get into a rut. Give yourself a break, but don't let yourself get into a place that you can't dig your way out of. So breaks are good, but maybe try to do like one productive thing a day, or like, you know, don't let the dishes stack up, or like don't let your laundry pile up. Just keep like your regular kind of things in motion. Dust. Keep a nice environment at the very least. Keep your environment nice, because how your outside looks is how you're feeling on the inside. So if you start letting things stack up, pile up, get really dirty, get really messy, then that's going to have an effect on you on the inside. It's going to be harder to kind of get out of it. You think you're relaxing and chilling out when you're really building up. Again, it's like you're building the grave around you. See, like he's at rest. Like some people take the Four of Swords to be a soldier, kind of like a funeral. A lot of times it kind of means just a break, though. Like it's not a complete ending, but it's kind of like a time of peace or contentment. So for you, I'm seeing that, but I can't help but to keep hearing the other correlations, like you're digging your own grave, Like as long, rest is fine, break is fine. Don't get stuck in it. Don't let yourself get too comfortable. It's going to be really hard you're going to be like bringing yourself all the way back. Like you've worked your way to Z, and you're going to bring yourself like more quickly than you realize back to point A, and then you're going to have to start all over again. And you definitely don't want to do that. So just be mindful. Like, listen, I'm not saying like you can't take a day and then all of a sudden your whole life is going to be in shambles. Like, just don't let it pile up. Just, you know, do the little things here and there. Keep yourself like minimally active in some way, or keep your area clean in some way, just basically clean. Just don't become a lazy piece of shit. Like, that's really it. I don't know how else to say it. That's it. But Capricorn, you're typically not like that anyway. But yeah, that's really it. Take a little time, but a little time. All right, Cap. Aquarius. This is for you, Aquarius. Don't get scared. I promise. It always looks scary, the tower, but it's not typically. Oh, man. Something really exciting is going to happen to you this week. Aquarius. I want to say by next Sunday, this week. But for some reason, next Sunday is like poignant for you. It marks like the beginning or the end of something, or there's a change right there. That's like, I'm seeing a switch change. So like things are kind of leading up to it at this moment for this week. But Sunday, it's going to be like the flip is switched. It's something really big that's going to affect your life. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a change, a transition, for some of you, there's going to be some type of a falling out with someone or something. It could be your job. It could be a friend, family member, loved one, significant other. But it's not going to be bad for you. If that's something that happens, it's going to be positive in the long run. But this transition, this change was needed. Whatever happens this week, like it's supposed to happen, and it's in your best interest. So no matter what happens, if you don't ever talk to this person again, it's for a good reason. If you guys decide you want to fix this relationship, this can be the catalyst to like opening up all those conversations that you guys have swept under the rug and just not talked about. Can just open all of those things up for you. It could be the opportunity that you've needed to start creating a better foundation. Like, this is all about breaking down foundations to build up something better. So if you don't have a strong foundation under a building, you have a little earthquake, that's it. That thing is like popsicle sticks, going to fall right down, right? So if you don't have a foundation under a relationship, a strong foundation there, how do you expect, like, it's only going to go so far until it crumbles and you have to rebuild it. You have to start from scratch again. That's for some of you. For others of you, there's going to be a huge surprise this week that's going to be really great, and it's going to just throw you off a little bit. But I don't see you grabbing for the past. I don't see you trying to hold on to what you had before this happened. So part of you just relinquishes control. You just let go. You let it happen, and you're relishing in this moment. You're relishing in this change. You're actually, for once, living in the moment and letting it overcome you and enjoying it in a sense. It's like, all right, this is going to happen. This is going to happen, which is a great place to be. That's exactly what you should be doing with this. But even if you perceive it as something negative at the time, it's not. Just, I want a blanket statement for this whole entire thing, regardless of what's happening. It's good for you. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's shaping things. It's shaping, molding. And like, if you've ever watched Bob Ross, the painter, who would paint these beautiful portraits, these beautiful landscapes, and you think it's done. You're like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Like, how does he do it? And then all of a sudden he like mixes up a little bit of black, dark, like really dark, bold paint color. And then he just splashes in the middle. You're like, oh my God, like what? What is this man doing? This thing is perfect. He just ruined this whole picture. Like, I can't believe it. And then he keeps going. And okay, so take that. Like, that's the Tarot moment, right? Like, holy shit. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, what? It was perfect. Everything was great. Like, what are you doing? You're ruining it. And then he keeps going. And as he's going, you're like, oh, wait, like, no. Oh, that's really nice, actually. You know what? And then he finishes it and you're like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Like, it's so much better than it was before. I didn't think it could get better, but it's perfect now. That's like the Tower card. And that's just like life in general. When all these crazy things happen to you, think about it like Bob Ross. All right, Pisces, last one. We made it. The 5 of Pentacles. All right, Pisces. Oh, you're so in your heart space right now. I'm feeling like a lot of sighs and just worrisome, yes, but more so just wanting the comfort and reassurance that like everything's going to be okay. There are definitely some financial worries here in the background, but for you, it's more about having someone to hold on to to hug and to more that they can like hold you. I'm seeing like you Pisces, you want someone to just hold you and be like, it's all gonna be fine. Just don't worry. And that's enough for you. You know what? Your bank account could be in complete disarray, right? Like you could have -0 in there. But as long as you have that person that you love, that loves you, holding you, hugging you, saying it's going to be okay, then you're like, it's going to be great. Not it's going to be great, but I don't think you're not that optimistic right now. But it's going to be for you. That's what settles your heart down. So maybe there's some of you who don't have that romantic partner right now. Find that solace in your friends. Look for that solace in your mom. I'm hearing your mom coming out for a lot of you. Not as much dad. Sorry, dad. But hey, this is for whoever's watching this. So whoever is receiving this message. So for some reason, there just seems to be a much stronger feminine energy there. And when I say feminine energy, that doesn't mean man or woman necessarily. It's just the type of energy they exude. There could be a man that's very passive that has feminine type qualities, and he would have a feminine energy. It doesn't make him a woman, or vice versa, but their energy, you know, you can have a woman who's very strong-willed, who's very like fierce and just like has a lot of masculine energy, you know? So the type of energy you have doesn't depend on your gender necessarily. So it could be maybe you have a father with a feminine type energy. He's a little softer. He's a little bit more like easygoing and passive. So for some of you, it could be a father figure that's more in that, but I'm hearing mother typically for most of you. So, or an aunt or a cousin, some type of energy in that space. But yeah, definitely for some of you, your best friends, or even people, I'm hearing strongly for you to reach out to people that you were once very, very close with. If you haven't spoken to them in a long time or seen them in a long time, that will bring you a different type of comfort, like a stronger source of comfort, because you have a strong history there. So even if you haven't spoken to them in a long time, this would be the time to reach out. You'll feel so much better. Even if you talk about anything else, just having that conversation, just reconnecting is going to put you at ease. It's going to make you feel, I just feel better. So that's what I'm hearing for you, Pisces. Don't look for comfort. Don't look at comfort as it has to be a person physically here that is your romantic partner in some way. That is not the only place that you can receive this emotional contentment, this emotional balance with. You can get that from other sources. You can get that from friends and family, and even for some of you coworkers. You might have special bonds with your coworkers or just other people. Maybe people you don't even know. Maybe you just have like pen pals or online friends that you only talk to through Instagram or something. Look for comfort in these places because they're going to give you a different type of comfort than you expected. But it's going to be just as good, if not better. Just different. Same, but different. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions specifically in regard to these readings or future readings, or if there's anything that you would like to see as far as videos or more content, please let me know. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be doing these readings every week. And I will be doing monthly readings for hiplatina.com moving forward as well. You can check out my Instagram at Tarotscope on Instagram and also on Facebook. All right, guys. So hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you soon. Bye.